Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on our channel Immortal News. Today we'll be presenting a list of famous celebrities who have passed away, with announcements of their passing made in the last 24 hours. As always, we have special tributes in our Today's Top Headlines section. Before we proceed, we kindly ask for your support by giving this video a thumbs up. Let's begin. Thank you. Number 9. Bill Kenwright, the heartbeat of Everton and West End theatre. Bill Kenwright, celebrated chairman of Premier League team Everton and a revered figure in the world of theatre, passed away at the age of 78, serving as Everton's longest-reigning chairman for over 2 decades since 1989. Kenwright's devotion to the club was unparalleled. Under his stewardship, Everton maintained its Premier League status, a testament to his unwavering commitment, even if silverware proved elusive. Before taking the reins at Goodison Park, Kenwright had already achieved success on the West End, producing iconic spectacles like Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. His deep-rooted passion for Everton saw him acquire the club in 1999, and he remained devoted until 2016, when he recognized the need for significant financial backing and sold most of his stake to Farhad Moshiri. His dedication wasn't just limited to the football realm. As a theatre producer, Kenwright played an instrumental role in shaping West End's legacy. Liverpool City Council aptly described him as a true Scouse powerhouse who championed both arts and sport with unmatched fervor. Kenwright's later years were marked by health challenges, including a cancer diagnosis in 2015 and a liver tumor surgery shortly before his passing. Everton's heartfelt statement encapsulates the depth of his impact, highlighting the loss of not just a chairman, but a friend, leader, and inspiration. The thoughts and prayers of the football community and beyond are with his partner Jenny Seagrove, daughter Lucy Kenwright, grandchildren, and everyone close to him. Tribute to Bill Kenwright. Number 8. Angelo Bruschini, a brilliant and eccentric guitarist for Massive Attack. Angelo Bruschini, a guitarist for the British trip-hop band Massive Attack, passed away on October 23rd, following a battle with lung cancer. He was 62 years old. Bruschini was born in Bristol and started his musical career in the late 1970s, playing in several local bands such as The Numbers, Rimshots, and the Blue Airplanes. He joined Massive Attack in the early 1990s as a touring member and contributed to their innovative sound, which blended samples, electronic elements, and live instruments. He also produced the eponymous album of the alternative rock band Strangelove in 1997 and collaborated with singer-songwriter Jane Taylor in 2005. Bruschini was praised by his bandmates and fans as a singularly brilliant and eccentric talent who was impossible to quantify. He had a great life, saw the world many times, and met lots of wonderful people. He wrote on Facebook in July that he was diagnosed with lung cancer and that he thought he would write a book. Bruschini is survived by his wife, children, and grandchildren. He leaves behind a legacy of music that influenced generations of artists and listeners. He will be missed by many who loved his humanity and creativity. Tribute to Angelo Bruschini. Number 7. Leslie Dayman, a stalwart of Australian television drama. Leslie Dayman, a distinguished figure in the annals of Australian television, passed away on October 20th at the age of 85. The exact cause remains unknown. His outstanding performances graced popular shows like E Street, Homicide, and Prisoner, carving an indelible mark on Australian viewers. The news was confirmed by Mez Howard, his E Street co-star, who remembered him with fondness. Rest in peace, beautiful Les Dayman. Your gorgeous eyes always reminded me of my dad's, making it a pleasure to play your on-screen daughter. With a career that spanned 5 decades, Dayman's talents were deeply rooted. He was the progeny of VFL footballer Leslie Dayman and showcased his prowess in the hit drama Sons and Daughters. However, his portrayal as Senior Sergeant George Sullivan in E Street from 1989 to 1993 remains iconic, as he graced all but one episode. Dayman once amusingly remarked about the frequent confusion between him and Brian Wenzel, another actor of his era, due to their uncanny similarities in roles and backgrounds. Both hailed from Adelaide and began their journey in amateur theatre in the early 1960s. Leslie Dayman's legacy is intertwined with Australian television history. His roles not only entertained but also connected deeply with audiences, leaving behind memories that will be cherished for generations to come. Tribute to Leslie Dayman. Number 6. Steven Weisberg, mastermind behind iconic film edits. Steven Weisberg, renowned for his exceptional film editing skills on masterpieces such as Harry Potter and The Prisoner of Azkaban and Men in Black 2, passed away at the age of 68. The industry mourns his departure on October 16th at the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital in Woodland Hills, following a brave battle with early-onset Alzheimer's, a diagnosis he received at the age of 55. Weisberg's collaboration list reads like a who's who of directing talents, having worked closely with Alfonso Cuarón on several projects, including A Little Princess and Great Expectations. His partnership with Barry Sonnenfeld produced gems like Men in Black 2 and Big Trouble, while his work with Rodrigo Garcia led to cinematic wonders like Mother and Child and Albert Nobbs. Born in New York City in 1955, Weisberg's illustrious journey began after attending the State University of New York at Binghamton and Syracuse University. His extensive filmography encompasses classics such as The Cable Guy, Permanent Midnight, and The Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Weisberg's passion for storytelling culminated in 2008 when he founded Lush Meadow Productions. His personal life was rich, having shared cherished moments with his ex-wife, Susan Ellicott, and leaving behind two talented sons, Nathaniel and Joseph, who continue to uphold the Weisberg legacy in their respective fields. Tribute to Steven Weisberg. Number 5. Ricardo Iorio, the pillar of Argentine heavy metal. Ricardo Iorio, a legendary figure in the Argentine heavy metal scene, passed away on the 24th of October at the age of 61. Born with an innate talent for music, Iorio co-founded the influential metal band V8 in 1979, later establishing Hermetica in 1988. By 1995, Iorio had moved on to Almafuerte, where he continued to be the driving force until his untimely demise. Known for blending the essence of Argentine culture into his music, Iorio seamlessly infused native styles like tango, gaucho, and Indian elements with heavy metal, a testament to his nationalist pride. His lyrics poignantly depicted urban tales, particularly resonating with the life of the lower classes and Argentine metal enthusiasts. Tragedy touched Iorio's life when his wife, Ana Morin, took her own life in 2001. Despite personal challenges, he sought solace in the countryside, residing with his daughter Sofia and girlfriend Fernanda. Iorio's collaborations extended beyond metal, notably with folk artist Leon Gieco and Los Fabulosos Cadillacs' bassist, Flavio Cianciarulo. His close association with renowned guitarist Norberto Napolitano, aka Papo, further enriched his musical journey. The Argentine heavy metal community owes much to Iorio. He was not just a singer or bassist, he was the heart and soul of a movement championing Argentine identity and culture through his art. His legacy remains entrenched in the sounds and stories of Argentine metal. Tribute to Ricardo Iorio. Number 4. Harry Porterfield, a legendary and beloved journalist for Chicago. Harry Porterfield, a veteran and respected journalist who worked for more than 5 decades in Chicago television, passed away on October 23rd at the age of 95 from natural causes after a short illness, surrounded by his family in Munster, Indiana. Porterfield was born in Saginaw, Michigan, and began his career in 1955, working as a disc jockey for WKNX. He moved to Chicago in 1964 and joined WBBM-TV Channel 2 as a news writer. He later became a reporter and an anchor, covering major stories such as the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., the Vietnam War, and the Watergate scandal. Porterfield was best known for his signature segment, Someone You Should Know, which featured ordinary Chicagoans doing extraordinary things. He started the series in 1977 and profiled hundreds of people from different walks of life, such as a paralyzed woman who operated a switchboard with her teeth, a retired mail carrier who volunteered at a junior high school, and a teen jazz pianist. He stayed in touch with many of the people he interviewed and received numerous letters from viewers who suggested other stories. He was widely admired and loved by his colleagues, friends, and fans for his exceptional talent, genuine personality, and soothing voice. He was described as legendary, iconic, and the voice of reason by his former co-workers. He was also a mentor and a role model for many young journalists, including his granddaughter Amanda Porterfield, who is a news anchor at CBS 58 in Milwaukee. He leaves behind a legacy of excellence and innovation that will inspire generations to come. Tribute to Harry Porterfield. Number 3. Paul Kostick, the heartbeat of B-Rock and the Biz. Paul Kostick, a foundational pillar of the iconic rap group B-Rock and the Biz, known for their 1997 hit, My Baby Daddy, passed away unexpectedly at the age of 57 in his home. The news, as confirmed by a family member, has left fans and the music community in deep shock. The exact cause of his death remains unclear, but he had mentioned feeling unwell in a recent conversation. My Baby Daddy wasn't just a song, it became an anthem in the late 90s, ascending to number 10 on the Billboard charts and achieving gold certification. This success, however, came with its share of challenges. Paul found himself embroiled in a contentious disagreement with his ex-wife, La Sanchez, over his gold album plaque, a dispute that was eventually aired on an episode of Divorce Court. Beyond his onstage persona, Paul was integral behind the scenes as the group's road manager. Those close to him remember him for his dedication and passion for the group. Thaddeus T-Bird May, a fellow band member and childhood friend from Alabama, fondly recalls Paul as a very funny and cool brother. In the ever-evolving world of hip-hop, Paul Kostick's contributions, both on and off the stage, will forever be remembered. His melodies may fade, but his legacy will reverberate through the corridors of music history. Tribute to Paul Kostick. Number 2. GREGG Sutton, a brilliant and eccentric songwriter and musician for Dylan Kaufman. Gregg Sutton, a songwriter and musician who recorded as a solo artist, was a member of Lone Justice, toured with Bob Dylan, and was the musical director for comedian Andy Kaufman, passed away on October 22nd at the age of 74. The cause of death was not immediately given. Sutton was born in 1948 or 1949, and started his career as a disc jockey in Michigan in 1955. He moved to Los Angeles in 1964 and joined several bands, such as KGB, The Pets, and Tommy Tutone. He also played bass for Barry Goldberg, Sass Jordan, Carla Olson, Mick Taylor, Dave Alvin, and others. Sutton played bass for Bob Dylan on Real Live and toured with him in the early 1980s. He was also featured on the Rolling Stones' Lost an Amp, found Vol. 2 on the track, Tombstone Blues, along with Carlos Santana and Mick Taylor. Sutton was friends with Andy Kaufman since the 4th grade and served as his musical director from his club days until his death. He was also an actor in the movie Man on the Moon, starring Jim Carrey. He was praised by his colleagues and fans as a singularly brilliant and eccentric talent, who was impossible to quantify. He had a sub-publishing deal with Supreme Songs Ltd. And embarked on a UK and European tour in November 2019. He leaves behind a legacy of music that influenced generations of artists and listeners. Tribute to GREGG SUTTON. Number 2. ANITA Summers, a pioneering and influential economist and educator. ANITA Summers, a professor emerita at the University of Pennsylvania, and a prominent economist in the fields of public policy, management, real estate, and education, passed away on October 22nd at the age of 98. She was the mother of Lawrence Summers, the sister of Kenneth Arrow, and the sister-in-law of Paul Samuelson. Summers was born in New York City on September 9, 1925, to Jewish immigrants from Romania. She graduated from Hunter College in 1945 and earned her master's degree from the University of Chicago in 1947 and her doctorate from Columbia University. She married Robert Summers in 1953 and had 3 sons. Summers began her career as a researcher at the National Bureau of Economic Research and later worked for Standard Oil of New Jersey, where she faced discrimination as a woman. She returned to academia in 1967, teaching economics at Swarthmore College. She then joined the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia as the head of the Urban Economic Department from 1971 to 1979. Summers authored and edited many books and reports on topics such as urban economic development, educational efficiency, housing policy, and public finance. She received several awards for her teaching excellence and was respected by her colleagues, students, and peers for her rigor, innovation, and leadership. She leaves behind a legacy of excellence and impact that will inspire generations to come. Tribute to ANITA Summers. Breaking news, News 1. In a heart-wrenching update from the stage, pop icon Madonna bared her soul about her recent ICU ordeal due to a severe bacterial infection. While back in action at her Antwerp, Belgium concert on October 21st, the 65-year-old superstar confessed she's yet to fully recover. Facing the brink of death, people predicted I might not pull through, she told the thousands gathered. But here I am, it's a miracle. She credited her late mother, Madonna Louise Saccone, for watching over her, saying, "She told me, 'Girl, it's not your time.'" Reflecting on her hospitalization, Madonna empathized with her mother's last days battling breast cancer. "I suddenly understood the loneliness she must have felt," she revealed, deeply moved. "But I was given another chance, and I'm incredibly grateful for that." Madonna's love for her children came into sharp focus as she spoke about awakening surrounded by them post-ICU. "Forgetting 5 days of my life was terrifying, but my children saved me." Their presence, she believes, was her beacon back to the world of the living. As she continues her tour, Madonna's journey to complete recovery is backed by her undying spirit and the love of her fans. News 2. Olympic gymnastics legend Mary Lou Retton, renowned for her historic win at the 1984 Summer Olympics, is back home and recuperating after a fierce bout with a rare form of pneumonia. The 55-year-old athlete spent weeks in a Texas ICU before returning to her family. McKenna Kelly, Retton's daughter, took to social media, expressing the family's gratitude. "The love and support from everyone has been overwhelming. While we have a journey of healing ahead, we're taking baby steps and are so thankful for the continued prayers." The release from the hospital was met with a collective sigh of relief, especially after eldest daughter Shayla Kelly Schrepfer had reported a scary setback just days prior. With the revelation that the iconic gymnast lacked health insurance, fans rallied, surpassing a $50,000 fundraiser goal in under a day. Having become an American sports icon at 16 and a pillar of the Houston community for decades, Retton's battle has resonated deeply with fans and fellow athletes alike. The family remains hopeful, drawing strength from the outpouring of support and requests ongoing prayers for Retton's full recovery. Number 1. Janet Culbertson, a lifelong voice for Earth and environment. Janet Culbertson, an esteemed artist, passionately voiced concerns about the impact of human activity on our natural world, left us on October 6th at the age of 91. Born with an innate gift for art, her early experiences witnessing the adverse effects of pollution in her hometown of Western Pennsylvania deeply affected her, leading to a lifetime of environmental advocacy through her art. Culbertson's illustrious 5-decade-long career saw over 35 solo exhibitions and numerous accolades. Her unique pieces, a blend of skilled drawing combined with materials like acrylic, iridescent paint, and glitter, are showcased in revered institutions like the Galeria Nacional, San Jose, Costa Rica, and the Library of Congress. After completing her studies at Carnegie Mellon University, Culbertson's journey took her to New York, and eventually to Shelter Island, where she and her husband Douglas Cafton settled in the 1970s. Her art during this period was heavily influenced by the local landscapes, but a tragic car accident in 1980 shifted her perspective, leading her to explore darker, more profound messages about humanity's impact on nature. While her work, especially post-accident, bore ominous warnings about environmental degradation, Culbertson aimed to strike a balance between the overt message and engaging artistry. This dedication earned her a spot at the National Museum of Women in the Arts in Washington in 2005, where her series Mythmaker was exhibited. In a testament to her lasting impact, even in the twilight of her life, her artwork titled Creatures was selected for the Lunar Codex, ensuring that her message of environmental conservation transcends our planet. Representing Earth's creative spirit on the moon,